Welcome back, guys, to the Seek and Take Football Edition, along with John and Chris, as always.
What's going on,
Chris,
everybody? How we
how's it
doing?
going? I know we had a couple of technical difficulties yesterday. For those that don't know, we did it for about, 2 minutes maybe, Chris? And then,
Yeah.
I know you had some little technical difficulty, but no big deal. We got that situated. We got it fixed. But here we are. Chris, what a week in football, man. Every week's a good week. I'm just saying.
Yeah, every week during football season is a great week, man.
Until September hits, and then we're all sad.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, let's hop right into it, man. I'm just gonna get to our picks. I mean, anything you saw last week, Chris, that caught your eye? Any upsets that you thought?
I mean, to be honest with you, the Bears, man, that kid coming in when Justin Fields got hurt, man, that dude was balling out a little bit. And then Deontay Foreman, man, he came in clutch, got 33 points in fantasy football. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest things that I saw, to be honest with you. I mean, the Eagles beat the shit out of the Dolphins. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. That was a little surprising. We're gonna talk about that too later on. What else? Anything else that caught your eye?
No, not really, man.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get to really watch a lot of football. I watched the Eagles game, obviously, but like, I mean, stats wise, like. The only two people that really kind of lit it up that were surprising was Deontay Foreman. Who else? AJ Brown had another great game.
Oh yeah.
I think Geno Smith had a good game last week. I'm not sure, not 100% sure. Someone threw for like 400 and some yards. I mean, Patrick Mahomes threw for 424 yards, 4 TDs, and a fucking interception, which is pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Cousins kind of had a great game against the 49ers, who lost. RIP.
Shockingly, that was a big shock for me, man. That was one of the biggest things.
Lamar Jackson had a great game. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a great game.
You know what's funny? You mentioned the Chiefs. Here's a little fun fact about the Chiefs. I think you know where I'm going to go with this, Chris, but I'm going to say it anyway. So, with Taylor Swift's attendance, yeah, we're gonna
my fucking God. Please stop. Fucking no. If you bring up Taylor Swift on this podcast, I'm telling you, I'm not doing it no more.
Listen. It's not gonna be the last time. I'm gonna be real with you because I'm tired of it. But anyway, he's basically Travis Kelce plays better when she's there. Obviously. So long story short. But yeah, that's a little fun fact there. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that anyway. I'm just saying, but Chiefs they're gonna eventually lose, and then once your face is in the field, oh my God, he lost. I'm gonna laugh. Their fucking home team from fucking PA beats the shit out of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Originally in the
I think we play them after the bye, though, don't we? We play them after their bye.
I think so, yeah, because we play. We're gonna get to the picks. Two, by the way, in a second, but I think it's we got Washington this week, then Dallas next week, Dallas bye, then I think it's Kansas City. So
we both have a bye week because we play them after they play in Germany,
and
they chose to have a bye week after that game.
Oh, excuse me, Jesus! Yo, speaking of the NFC East,
Jesus, he's dying.
No, I'm good. You know, speaking of the NFC East, though, man, here's a little thing that I want to mention, Chris, and we'll mention this. And I'm going to take my little surprise from last week, but check this out. Stephen A. Smith from First Take said, Ron Rivera, you will not be the head coach of this team next year, and Eric Bieniemy, you probably ain't going to coach on this team either. What do you think about that, Chris?
100%. 100% can see that.
I can see that too, honestly. That team is like, dude, honestly, they started off hot, man. I was actually like, I think they were 2-0 and 2-1 or something like that. They started off pretty good. They were playing well.
I mean, Eric Bieniemy deserves to be a head coach in the NFL.
He does, but I don't think he's going to get up with the Chiefs, the Commanders.
I don't know, man.
He might. You never know. He might.
We'll see. We'll have to see, man.
Yeah, because I have a feeling a lot of head coaches are going to get fired next year, so we'll talk about that later on. But later on, guys, football season goes on. Not today, obviously, but Yeah, that's I agree with that. They're literally they have the worst offensive line in football right now. Like they're literally like they're leading the NFL in like sacks allowed. I think they have like I forgot the number. It was a crazy number that they gave away. The NFL record is 75 in the season. They're on pace for 96 sacks. Dude,
That's a
that's
lot, man.
insane. That's a lot,
That
man,
is
in one
insane.
year. So we're gonna talk about that too, because they versus Philly this week, and that's not gonna be easy, man. He has a dominant D line, man, especially with Cullen in that middle. He's gonna take over that middle. But anyway, a couple little surprises for me, Chris. Real quick, I'm just gonna mention this. Let me go back over here and take a look at these picks. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with them. Vikings, that was a surprise that they beat the 49ers.
100%.
Let's see. I mean, I saw these beat the Chargers. That wasn't really a surprise to me. Broncos getting their second dub, so that's pretty cool. Is it the second?
Yeah.
Is it their second?
I think it's their second.
Is there a second? Yeah, second dub.
Yeah,
Yep,
second dub.
second dub.
Yeah. Bears got their second dub.
Bears too. Dude, Washington and Giants too, man. I had the Washington Commanders winning, man, but Giants pulled it off, man. They pulled it off. So kudos to them. A nice little dub that they got there. And the Patriots, man, that was another one that surprised me. That was the game I saw too.
Yeah.
I had the Bills in that game, man. But I gotta tell you, man, Patriots showed up.
Patriots did show up, man. You were texting me during that game, right?
Yeah, I was. I was texting you in that game, man. Matt Jones 2 touchdowns. Bourne had 6 receptions, 62 yards and a touchdown. So honestly, that was a shocker. That
was a shocker.
And the biggest shocker for me, one of the biggest was the Birds, man. We gotta talk about that, man. AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts with revenge against Tua Tagovailoa. So he got his I knew that was gonna be a big game. I think we talked about that last week too, that he was he got benched in college and Tua started and all that. So
I mean, dude, that whole college situation was a clusterfuck, man. That was a mess. Jalen Hurts gets benched for Tua in the championship game, and then Tua gets hurt the next year, and Jalen Hurts has to come in and save the day, and then Jalen Hurts transfers to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
like that shit's wild.
It really is. He just had a chip on his shoulder that game, man. And one thing I will tell you is, first of all, AJ Brown went off, number one. But Jalen Hurts played pretty well. He threw that one pick six. Dude, it was tipped. Like, that wasn't his fault, man. I don't want to get He bounced back. He just brushed it off and said, that was tipped. That was my fault. That was literally, they only scored 10 points on offense. And I think Tyreek Hill had one catch where, like, he could have been out. But I think as you saw the game, he brought it down and hit his knee.
Yeah, and then it popped out.
Yeah, it popped out. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did see that.
Jeez.
But he did burn us on the one play.
He did. But I'll tell you what, Eagles kept them on under 100 yards, which is very impressive. I mean, Eli Ricks, who's an undrafted corner.
He only had 3 targets, though. Wow, Eli Ricks. True, so you can't really base that off. I think the defense just played really well in general.
They're picking up. And speaking of defenses, we got to talk about trades, man. And Philly did one of the biggest trades, man.
Shout out Tennessee Titans for giving up another great player.
Facts, man. Kevin, I think it's Byard. It's his last name, I think.
It's Kevin Byard.
Byard. That's how you say Byard.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Philly native, man. Another one.
Is he Philly native? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was born in Philly.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah. Chris, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, Howie needed to do something because we were hurting back there. Yeah, so I think this is a great pickup. I think we got rid of a 5th, a 6th, and then Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah.
What the fuck did Terrell Edmonds do this year?
He really didn't do shit, honestly. I mean, he played decent with the Steelers. He wasn't like a superstar with the Steelers.
But he's old, isn't he? He's pretty old.
I think he's in his mid-20s, I think.
Nah, there's no shot.
No, I think so. You looking it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like 26, 27, something like that.
What the fuck? This motherfucker is 26 years old?
Yeah, I was right. I knew he wasn't older.
How old is his? I guess it's his brother that's old? Tremaine Edmonds?
Probably.
He's 25. He's younger than him. What the hell?
Look at that.
Who the hell was the old one?
Who knows? Well, listen, man. I mean, look, I think that was a huge pickup for Philly, man. I think they're gonna that's a huge boost to the secondary, man. I
Oh,
mean, he still plays
100%.
well. I mean, even with Waddle and Tyreek Hill out there, still played pretty well. But I think if Byard was out there, I don't want to say shut them down, but Tyreek
No,
Hill,
they
let's
wouldn't
just say
shut them
he would
down
never
because
have
I don't think
88
anybody can
yards.
shut them down.
Yeah, let's just say he wouldn't have 88 yards. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
That's just my opinion. I don't think he would have had 88. He probably would have had maybe 50-ish, maybe a couple catches, but I think the secondary would have helped out a lot with him on there. That's
yeah,
huge, man.
100%.
Dude, speaking of trades, man, why don't we get right into this? Any other future trades, Chris? I know the deadline is coming up on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Do you see any other moves that are happening? Any moves that happen recently that surprised you besides, the Philly one, which I thought that was awesome.
I mean, the thing that I see happening the most is probably going to be Derrick Henry to the Baltimore Ravens, to be honest
Oh, I
with you.
saw that.
Oh, speaking of
Saw
which,
that.
did you see that Jalen Rager got signed today?
Oh, yeah? By who?
The Patriots.
I don't care about that. He's joining another former wide receiver from Philly.
Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar. Man, that's old news. We got other receivers anyway.
Let's see. What other transactions? All right. What other big trades happened?
There's a couple of trades on there. There was a couple people that moved around. Not a lot, but you looking it up?
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see, I am too. So let's see what we got here. Everyone's talking about Derrick Henry right now, man.
I mean, Derrick Henry's going to be the shock of the
I think so. He's
trade deadline.
Whoever picks him up, man, I have a feeling it might be Baltimore. They were talking about Dallas, man, but then you're Jerry Jones. I don't know if you saw Jerry Jones. He said this morning. He's like, "Well, I'm proud of where we are. We don't have to trade for anybody, bro."
Yeah, the headline right here is Cowboys owner Jones willing to trade but won't initiate talks.
That's what it was. Bro, you're an
Yeah.
idiot. Like what?
I think it's dumb that the Raiders won't trade Devontae Adams because they need to demolish and rebuild. I think Saquon's going to get traded, to be honest with you, even though it says he doesn't want to get traded. But I don't know, man. I feel like
there's one big player, and again, Byard was one of them, but I think there's another big player that's going to move. So honestly, I feel like it may be Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I feel like Derrick Henry and Kirk Cousins are going to be the two big moves of the trade deadline. I think Kirk Cousins goes to the Jets, and they're going to end up trading. I feel like it's going to be a three-way trade because obviously the Vikings don't want Dalvin Cook back, but I feel like there's going to be something to where Dalvin Cook's going to get traded because Breece Hall has been pretty good in the backfield by himself. So I feel like he's going to be trade bait.
I like that. It's a bold trade.
Who else?
Let's see who else we got here, man.
Jimmy G might get traded.
Oh, he ain't shit. Zach Ertz.
I mean, he ain't shit, but yeah. I mean, I think Zach Ertz might get traded.
Yeah, I think so. But he's washed up. He ain't going nowhere no time soon.
That's really it. I mean, other than that, I mean, Chase Claypool going to Miami is a pretty big trade. Boost up their wide receiver core.
Ooh, how about this one too? This one might be a big move, man. Hold on. Let me put this back up. Where is it? Where's he at? God, I just had this earlier. I'm looking for it. Let me see. We got. It's just the D tackle from the Commanders. What's his name? Jonathan Allen, I think.
Oh yeah, big Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, dude, he was talking about he's tired of losing. He wants out of Washington, man, and I have a feeling he may get moved.
That would be a great pickup for the Eagles. Get rid of Fletcher Cox. That would be great.
Yeah, but dude, we got enough D tackles now. I mean, we got your cousin back there. We got a few other people, man.
Yeah, but we need someone like Fletcher Cox who can perform a little bit better than Fletcher Cox because Fletcher Cox hasn't done shit since he got paid. Because they need Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis need a veteran to kind of lean on to show them the ropes and like someone who's going to get pressure so they can eat. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. We'll see, man. I mean, listen, Harry Roseman, from what I heard, man, he's not done yet. So we'll see what else he has under his sleeve. Maybe he does come to Philly, but Jonathan Allen, yeah, he definitely wants out of Washington.
I like
Washington
too.
Another player too that wants out of Washington. It looks
Case Young.
Case Young is another one, man.
That would be a great pickup too.
Potential landing spots: Texans and the Jaguars.
Yeah, I had the Falcons here too.
Low-key, I kind of see him going to the Jags. That'd be a nice pickup for the Jags. Carl Lawson too from the Jets. Another solid guy too. Yeah. They got him either Raiders or Jags.
Dude, I don't understand. Why are the Eagles in talks with the Derrick Henry stuff?
Dude, honestly, listen.
We have like 16 running backs.
We do. I mean, if you look at it this way too, man, this is the way I look at it. They're looking for another Super Bowl run. When they went to the Super Bowl 5-6 years ago, they had a Garrett Blunt. That guy was a power back. Like he was fucking. I miss him, man. Oh God, I wish he was still Philly, man. That's an awesome running back, man. But they want to run back like that. You know what I mean? So Derrick Henry's probably the closest thing. I'm not saying DeAndre Swift is not good because he's a star right now. I think he's like second or third in the league right now in rushing yards.
Yeah.
He's like behind CMC, I think. Or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's up there. Definitely.
He's in the top five. Let's just put it that way. He's in the top 5. But I don't know, man. You don't really need Derrick Henry, man. I mean, and if you do trade him, you gotta trade somebody else, man. Like trade I don't know.
Rashad Penny.
Gainwell. I'm willing to give up Gainwell for him.
I would give up Rashad Penny.
Or that too, yeah, because he hasn't been doing shit.
Yeah, he hasn't even played.
Or even like Jerry Judy's another one too, man. Like they got him going to the Panthers or the Patriots.
I don't see the Panthers making that trade, but I definitely see the Patriots.
Yeah, I see the Patriots.
Patriots don't want to admit that they're not good this year.
No, fact. Shout out to Bill Belichick, though, man. He got his 300th win.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro. So good for him, man. I mean, he got that 300 without Brady.
Yeah, he did.
It would be better if he had Brady in there, but
kind of shocking, to be honest with you, not going to lie.
What's that?
It's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wins, man.
There's a lot of wins, man. He had 6 rings, I think. Something like that.
Yeah.
There's got a lot of wins over there, so. Ooh, here's a trade room right here that just popped up. I mean, it's just a day ago, but on my comment over here, a Broncos DB to Philadelphia. I think we talked about this, Chris. You had this prediction that,
dude, if we get him Patrick Surtain, I swear to God, man, I'll be ready to get my Patrick Surtain jersey right away. Man, that he would make our secondary.
Yeah, and I would just say trade out Avonte Maddox. Look, I'm sorry, man. The guy's not.
He's just hurt.
That's fragile. Trade him away, man. Just send him. Do like that whole Calvin Ridley shit with the Falcons got rid of him when he was suspended to the Jets. You do like, kind of similar with what's his face, Maddox, because if we get him, dude.
No, Patrick Surtain's going to be our number 1 corner. I think, and then Slay will get the number 2, and then Bradbury.
He's going to be on the side. Bradbury in the slot, and then you got Surtain on the other side.
Yep, that would be amazing.
But man, and these trades, I just can't wait, man. We're going to talk about a lot of these trades, man. I mean, I'm not saying a shit ton of them are going to happen, but I think there's going to be at least maybe 1 or 2 more big-time players that are going to move.
Yeah, I agree. We're
going to talk about that next week, man. I can't wait to see who they are. So, because I just have this gut feeling, man, that there's a couple more that are going to...
Something's happening. Something's waiting in the weeds.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. All right, and hey, check out this topic right here, man. And for those of you, it's actually an interesting fact out here. Only 3 teams this season are undefeated on the road. Ready for this? It's not really a shocker, but Casey got the Jags and Tampa Bay. They're road winners right now.
Is Tampa playing on the road? Yes, they do. They play on the road today. All right, that's what I need. Baker Mayfield. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I need Chris Godwin to have a good game. I got him starting my fantasy. Speaking of fantasy, Chris, how you doing in fantasy, man? Let these viewers know, man. How are you doing?
6-1, baby. In the
Damn,
league
dude, you
that
got a better record
counts.
than me.
6-1.
I'm 5-2.
AJ Brown came up clutch.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. I won by 10 points last week, man. For those of you watching, my opponent had who was that? The running back from the Vikings.
Alexander Madison.
Madison, that's who it was. Damn Madison. I'm like, oh my god,
He got
he has
hurt.
50 yards. I'm like, if he scored, I'm done. And I won by less than 10. I think it was like 8 or 9. I was like, let's go.
I think he got hurt.
Fun. Did he?
Yeah, he got. I mean, at least I know he came out of the game at some point.
I saved my ass too, and I was kind of sick too because I had I started Gabe Davis. He didn't do shit for me, man. Give me 1 point. For those of you watching, if you have Gabe Davis, listen, I feel your pain. I understand because I started him. And I had Hawkinson who gave me, I think he gave me 15, and he was on my bench.
Nice.
I didn't start him, my bad. I started Goddard, and I benched Hawkinson, but I almost started him. Something was telling me, dude, start this guy, and I did not start him. But I'm still 5-2.
You don't have a flex? You don't have a flex?
No, I got flex. Yeah, I got one flex, but I had Gabe Davis in here. So
I would have put TJ Hawkinson in there, to be honest.
Yeah, I had. So my QB, I had. Well, obviously I changed this up, but I had obviously Hurts was my QB. This week I got Najee starting. I got Kamara, and he's going up against Indy, and they're 27th against the run. So that's a good matchup right there. St. Brown has been a stud. He even had a good game even when he got blown out by Baltimore. Had a solid game, man. I mean, he didn't score a touchdown. I think he had 6 receptions for like 100 and something yards. Let me see. Yeah, St. Brown. He definitely had something. Let's see.
He had more than that. He had 13 catches for 102.
Oh, okay. 13. I thought it was 6.
Hell no. That motherfucker was balling out.
He went out. He went off for me, man. I said, off. I got Hollywood Brown starting this week, man, against Baltimore. I might bench him. Honestly, I'm still up in the air about that. Got Dallas Goedert, Gabe Davis, Philly's defense against Washington, and again, that offensive line is just horrible, man. So that's the only reason I benched them. And I got the kicker from KC starting. So,
all right, you want to hear my team for this week?
Let's do it, man.
Playing against my boy Derek. Shout out to Derek. We got Baker Mayfield in the quarterback position. Running back 1, we got Breece Hall. Running back 2, we got Joe Mixon. Wide receiver 1, we got CeeDee Lamb. Wide receiver 2, we got AJ Brown. Tight end, we got Dalton Kincaid for the Buffaloes. I almost said the Bucks. George Pickens as the flex. Cleveland defense, and Jake Elliott as our kicker.
You got some dominant wide receivers over there.
I traded away Justin Jefferson to get him.
Wow. That's pretty
impressive. Man. It was ballsy, but it's paying off now. He's on injured reserve.
Dude, that's pretty good. My bench over here, I got Watson. I just picked him up off waivers.
Who, Christian?
Because I have I got what's his face going on by next week. Dallas Goedert. I know he's a tight end, but if I have like the flex, I can just
that's a good
Hawkinson move Goddard down and whatever.
Yeah, that's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, I got Brock Purdy, but obviously he's hurt, so I'm not gonna start him. Obviously, Ford is hurt. Bro, some of these Cleveland running backs getting hurt, man. And then Hawkinson, again, he's in my bench. I'm probably gonna start him, maybe. And I got Henderson, the running back from
the Rams.
From the Rams, yeah. From the Rams. So I got him on the bench. I'm not gonna start him this week. And again, low key, I might bench Najee. The viewers out there, leave a comment, let us know. First, what's your opinion on that? Let's get your opinion, and those watching, drop that comment. What do you think? Bench Najee for Henderson?
No, not for Henderson. I would say go out and get another running back. To be honest with you,
honestly, Najee's picking up. I mean, listen, he's shifting gears over here with who's the other running back that Pittsburgh has? Let me see. Jaylen Warren. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jaylen Warren, man. Looks like he's getting most of the workload out there, but honestly, man, he had last week I think he scored a touchdown. I mean, he had, let me see.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
man.
He had 14 carries, 53 yards on a touchdown. Not terrible. Not bad.
Not at all. Not bad. Could be better.
Yeah, that's his first touchdown of the season. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. My point.
Shocking, man. Say if he has a bad week this week, man, I'm gonna start him. But if he has a bad week this week, man, I'm gonna trade him away or cut him or something.
Yeah, because Darrell Henderson's not doing shit for you either.
Yeah. But all right, Chris. Hey, listen, anything else you want to talk about? Any other little fun facts or anything?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Cool. Here's another one right here. Here's a little article that I read actually today real quick. And hey, listen, you know, you and I, we hate Dallas on the passion, but I gotta give kudos to Michael Parsons on this one. He goes the number one team in the NFL, saying they have no weakness. That's what he said.
There you go. He finally came to his senses. He was talking shit like a few weeks ago.
He was. But Chris, what are your thoughts on that, man? Do you feel like they don't have no weakness? I mean,
no, they have weaknesses. They have weaknesses. 100%.
I agree.
Their weakness is at D coordinator.
Really? Oh my god, man!
I feel like I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying that he's a young and new coach, and he's got to figure something out.
Well, he did coach the Bears too a few years ago. If you saw his stats, I think they were like top 10 defense. It was like in 20, I think it was 2020, something like that.
Yeah, okay, 2020. It was 3 years ago.
2021, something like that.
That was that team. This is the Eagles. It's not the same team. He needs his own scheme. He needs to figure it out because I mean he did a good job against Tyreek Hill and Tua by playing two deep safeties, but they still got their yards. They still were able to sit behind the zone and get their yards.
Yeah, I mean, dude, listen, Philly did play a lot of zone, man. I mean, one thing is when you play a team like Miami, bro, with those dominant wide receivers they have, man, you gotta play man, dude. I mean, you got those star corners that we have, Bradbury and Slay. I mean, Slay had that one nice pick. He wasn't even covering either one. I think he was covering the running back.
Yeah, he was covering another fucking player, and then he undercut the route.
Yeah, he covered Mostert, and he got that nice pick. So that was nice. That was clutch too because he got it right at the right time.
He did.
I called that. So I was like, he's gonna pull a pick, and then he got it. But yeah, I mean, dude, a team like that, man, you gotta play man to man. Man. I mean, I'm not a big fan of zone. I mean, zone doesn't work. I'm not saying never play zone, but
yeah,
but like you gotta just balance it out, man. Like you gotta play man. So.
All right, man. You want to get into our picks?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's get into our picks. Can you shoot or you want me to do it?
I'll do it. I'll figure out how.
Let me know. Yeah, this is for those of you watching. I switched to Google Meets over here because it's a little longer. There it is. Chris got it. Look at that. Awesome. Now we got to rush with our picks, man, because we got technically another 20, 30 minutes. So.
I mean, we can take our time. Usually it takes about 10, 15. We'll be all right.
Hey, listen, let's do it, man. Let's just get right into it, man. We'll talk about what's what, and then we'll go from there. Like, what do we predict or upsets or whatever. All right, man. Let's hop right into it. So we got Tampa Bay tonight at Buffalo. Ooh, it's a good one. This
is going to be an interesting one, man. If Baker Mayfield comes out and has a good game, I think he had a pretty decent game last week. If he comes out, has a good game, I think Tampa Bay takes this because I think Buffalo's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, they came off that most Patriots, man. I mean, dude, they had that game, man. I mean, Josh Allen, he had that one pick in the beginning. I think it was his first pass of the game.
Yeah.
Pick. I was like, bro. Like, yeah.
But who you got, man?
This is tough, man.
This is probably one of the tougher games.
Yeah, I think so.
Of the week.
One of the toughest ones, man. I'm looking over here too at like the stats over here too. I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
You're gonna go with Buffalo? I mean, I feel like it could go either way. To be honest,
I'm gonna go with Buffalo, man. Only because I feel like Josh Allen, he's gonna bounce back, man. Like he's like, listen, like you know how bad they want that ring. They want it like. I mean, they don't even have a ring. Philly has one, but like they want it better than KC and all that, man.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the Super Bowl this year. I'm not saying they are, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I think this is the year to do it because Kansas City's hurting. Yeah. You got
the playing well too, man. He's still playing well.
But you got the Dolphins who. What's that? Go ahead.
No, they're not the same team that they were from last year.
No. But they're not 100%. But you also have the Dolphins who we saw that, they can be beat. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they're not unbeatable.
Yeah, the Bills and Philly, they both proved that to the Dolphins too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Bills. I'm gonna lock that in. I'm gonna go with the Bills just
All right.
because I just think they're gonna bounce back.
Not a bad pick. Like I said, it could go either way.
Yeah. Ooh, this is another good one too. LA at Dallas. Chris?
I feel like Dallas is gonna take this. I feel like they're up. Their front four is gonna dominate with Michael Parsons.
All right.
I think Matthew Stafford has a hard game, hard fought game.
I feel like this is gonna be close, man, for Sunday. I'm gonna go with LA, man. I'm gonna go with LA.
All right, there we go.
But then again, I mean, Dallas is at home, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be low scoring, I think, man. But I think LA's gonna win it by a field goal. That's my prediction on that game. I think they're gonna win by a field goal. So
I could see that.
Yeah. So I got LA on this one. I just feel like did they lose last week? I think they did. Who did they play last week?
To LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did.
Let me see. Who did they play last week? They played.
I got you.
Oh no, they on the. Oh no, they played the Steelers. Yeah, so he definitely lost last week. I mean, who does the Steelers? Rams. So.
All right, next game we got.
I just got LA. Wait a minute, let's keep going. We got Minnesota at Green Bay.
Minnesota proved something against the 49ers, man.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one, man. They did prove something with the 49ers. I mean, no, 100%, man. I agree. I feel like they're playing quite well without Justin Jefferson, which is surprising to me. So, because I honestly feel like if they would have lost their last two, Justin Jefferson I would have thought of holding out for a new contract.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I'm hurt right now, but I'm like, all right, y'all went 0-3 or 1-3 without me? All right,
yeah, y'all trash. Like, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. So, I got Minnesota on this one. I think they're going to pull it off with Green Bay.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be I think this one's kind of not going to be a blowout, but it's going to be maybe 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll see. But all right, let's keep going. We got ATL at Tennessee.
This is going to be an interesting one too. I think Tennessee is going to have a pretty good game. I think because they're at home, I think they're going to be able to pull it out. I think this one will be close as well. I see it being a touchdown.
You think Tennessee?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with Atlanta, man. Only because Tennessee lost that big target. I mean, that big piece over there in that defense. So
I think they'll be all right, though.
They may lose Derrick Henry before then. Never know.
That's true. If they lose Derrick Henry, then I think they lost. they're resetting.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta on this one. I mean, I just put it there. He may pull it off. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee wins, but I'm gonna give it to Atlanta only because they're just like right now, like they're like, oh shit, we lost AJ Brown to Philly. We lost Kevin Byard to Philly. Like, what about that? Like, I don't know. They're playing with all their players, man. And if Derrick Henry leaves before Sunday, they're definitely losing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so now if he plays, maybe they'll win, but we'll see. I'm going to give it to Atlanta on this one. I like Atlanta.
That's fair.
All right, cool. We got New Orleans at Indianapolis. Chris?
I think Indy's going to take this pretty.
Really?
Yeah, I think they played a pretty good game last week. I think Jonathan Taylor's back, you know.
Didn't they lose some Browns? I think they lost by 1 point.
They did.
Yeah, it was 39-38 by the Browns.
But exactly. They only lost by 1 point. It's 39-38. Like, they put up points. And the Cleveland Browns defense is really good.
Yeah. And JT has 35 yards for a touchdown.
Exactly. So I think it's going to be a lot different than what people think.
Cool. All right. I got listen, Chris, I'm gonna go with New Orleans. Only reason being, man, is you got Gardner Minshew back there. He's a backup. New Orleans has a good defense. So
I don't know, man. We'll see.
I got New Orleans on this one. Plus I like Derek Carr. I like
gonna have Red Zone on this weekend.
I like New Orleans in this one. All right, we got another good game. We got New England at Miami.
That's not a good game.
I think it might be a good one.
No, Miami's going to win. They're at home, too. Miami's going to run all over them.
I got Miami in this one, too, but I think it's going to be close. I mean,
Fucking the Patriots win one game and you think they're gonna beat Miami. Get the fuck out of
Dude, they
here.
beat the Bills, man. They beat the Bills. That's all I'm saying, man. I had the Bills in that game, man, and I don't know, man. I think they're building a little momentum, but I'm still gonna go with Miami on this one, only because again they are at home. So I'm gonna go with Miami.
All
I'm going
right.
Miami on this one, only because they're at home. But again, I think this gonna be really close. Oh, look at that. We got
Battle at MetLife.
Look at that. I wonder who's home.
The Giants.
They're both technically home.
Yeah, but I think they'll have the Giants stuff painted on the field.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same stadium, but we've been there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's a good stadium, low key.
I think that I'm gonna say the Jets take this one, man.
Yeah, I got the Jets too, man. I mean,
I think that's pretty easy.
Defense. Yeah, they got solid defense, man. And I mean, you're playing with a backup QB, man. I don't see Tyrod Taylor going off against them.
No, but I mean, I feel like he's going to be able to hold his own. But I just think their defense is going to outmatch them.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So I'm gonna go with the Jets on this one.
All right.
We got Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. It's another good game too.
This is going to be a good game, but I think Jacksonville's on a roll, so I'm going to say Jacksonville.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with I'll go with Jacksonville on this one. I think they're. I mean,
Dougie P. I think
he stays undefeated. He's going to stay undefeated on the road, man. I think he keeps it going.
Yeah, I could see that, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jacksonville on this one. All right, man. We got the Birds against the Commanders. Who we got?
Birds. Do we even have to talk about this? It's going to be the Eagles.
Come on out, bro.
And we're gonna root for the Eagles. The Eagles are going to win.
I'll tell you one thing, though, man. I think the Birds. I mean, whoever has Philly's defense on fantasy start them. I have them on defense. I'm starting them. So I know the Washington Commanders gave us a challenge the first time around a few weeks ago. But I think this time the Eagles are going to do their homework, man. They look a lot better than what they did, 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Way better. So, I'm going to go with Philly. I mean, of course. So, why didn't I go with Philly? All right, we got Houston at Carolina.
I'm going to take Houston on this one. Carolina's just ass.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I like CJ Stroud. I think he used that. But Roland, dude, he's been pretty surprising this year, man. Your cousin, man. I mean, I think him and your cousin, man, they're having good seasons, man. They're both rookies. I mean, your cousin's on defense, but still.
Yeah. No, I definitely think Houston's going to take this.
Yeah, I got Houston on that one, man. Definitely got Houston.
This next team's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's a real good one. We got Cleveland at Seattle. What do we got, Chris?
I don't know, man. This is tough because Cleveland's defense is pretty good.
I think
Deshaun Watson is out. So I'm going to take Seattle just because of that. I don't think PJ Walker is going to be able to get it done.
Yeah, I'm going to pass that. Seattle because they got what's his face at corner. What's his name? Help me out, Chris. You know players. That corner. Is it Witherspoon?
Oh yeah, the rookie.
Yeah, the rookie. Bro,
yeah, it's Witherspoon
too. I think his last name is Witherspoon.
It is Witherspoon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's I think he's gonna pick on. He's gonna get a couple picks in that game. I think I'm gonna go with Seattle on this one. Plus, they're at home, so.
True.
All right, man. We got another rival here. KC at Denver.
Nah,
let's talk about this one too.
KC. That's it. We don't have to talk about the next two because Baltimore's gonna beat the brakes off of Arizona too.
Yeah. Listen, we got your favorite D coordinator, Jonathan Gannon, runs against Arizona, man. Well, the head coach at Arizona, I should say.
Yeah.
And I'm being sarcastic. For those of you that don't know, man, Chris hates.
I fucking hate Jonathan Gannon. He's the worst coordinator to ever come to Philly, and I don't know how the hell he got a starting head coach job.
Low key, listen, we're gonna stop the picks for 1 second, man. I honestly feel like he was the reason we lost the Super Bowl.
He is.
Just saying.
He is. He's the reason why we lost the Super Bowl. That's it.
I mean, we lost by 3. Listen, I'm so heartbroken by that. I'm also heartbroken with the Phillies. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about that. That pissed me off. Anyway,
we don't talk about.
Why don't we keep moving forward? Let's go off again. All right, yeah. Listen, I got Baltimore on this one. I think
100%.
He's gonna stay. I mean, dude, he's 16-1 against the NFC, man. I think he's gonna go 17-1, man. He's gonna keep that ball rolling.
100%.
Yeah.
And next one's gonna be an interesting game. That's gonna be a good game, especially if Brock Purdy's not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's out.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting game. I'm gonna take Cincinnati on this one.
Ooh, is that your
Just
upset?
just because Brock Purdy's not playing.
Mm.
I don't think CMC's either. CMC might be questionable. I don't know.
Right. Interesting.
I
All right. I ain't know about that about CMC, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna say Cincinnati, man. I mean, especially if they both don't play. I mean, well, Brock Purdy's definitely not playing, but if CMC doesn't play, yeah, no, definitely Cincinnati, man. So,
Oh no,
and again, though, man,
he's healthy.
don't count.
CMC's good.
Listen, don't count out the 49ers, though, man, because that they came off a salty L. So
That's true. That's
don't count them out,
100%
man.
true.
They may bounce back. That's a well coached team, man. Kyle Shanahan, he knows he's coaching them well, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
All right, we got two more here. We got Chicago at LA. What do we got, Chris?
Chicago at LA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. No, I'm not even gonna say it. It's gonna be LA because Justin Fields, I don't think is playing. I think that Chargers defense is gonna get to the Bears.
Oh yeah.
Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. I think they're both healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be able to get in there and ruffle up the feathers of that Bajan guy.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with LA on this one too. I agree, Chris. I mean, if Justin Fields ain't playing, bro, I mean, plus they're at home. That's another thing, man. People don't think about that, man. Home field advantage does make a big difference.
It does.
So I mean, yeah, I gotta go. Listen, I love Justin Herbert, man. I think he balls out. So. And he got paid. He got paid too. So
yeah, he did.
It's a shame though, man. I feel like he just doesn't have the right coach, man. We're gonna talk about that later on, as the season goes by with NFL coaches and hot seat and all that. I think, what's his face? Brandon
Staley.
Yeah, that's what it is. What you said, whatever you said.
Staley. What would you do without me?
Listen, you know the names better than I do. I just know.
What would you do without me?
Anyway, whatever. I got LA on this one, man. I think Justin Jefferson's gonna pull Justin Jefferson. Justin Herbert. Jeez, all these damn Justins. Justin Herbert's gonna pull it off. Keep saying Jefferson. He's a bigger star anyway. That's the better Justin. Even though he doesn't play for LA. All right, we got the last one. We got Vegas at Detroit.
Yeah, I don't think this is really gonna be a game. I got Detroit.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. They came off a really salty L, blown out by Baltimore, man. I got Detroit. We're in there at home. That's not their home field advantage, man. I got Detroit. So, Chris, let me ask you this before we wrap up here. Which one is your upset pick? I know we do our picks, but what's your upset?
I'm gonna have to say Tampa Bay over Buffalo.
Ooh, all right. My upset, I got LA beating Dallas. I mean,
that's a good upset.
They came off that L with the Steelers. So
yeah, that's a good upset. I could see that happening.
Yeah, that's my upset right there. So
we'll see tomorrow.
Right,
we'll see this weekend.
Well, you'll probably hear from me tomorrow. But
yeah,
listen, for those of you watching, thank you so much. And Chris, as always, man, thank you. And
thank you, man.
Leave some comments, man, below. Positive,
like, subscribe.
Yeah, listen, anything. Leave anything, man. If you want us to change something, we're open to it, man. It's our first season doing this, man, but we're going to get better and better and better. All right.
Yep.
For those 13 subscribers, thank you. Hope you guys are watching daily. And go Birds and go Sixers.
Go Birds, go Sixers.
I don't even want to say about the Phillies right now.
No, man. Don't forget the Flyers. Don't forget the Flyers.
I don't watch hockey, but whatever.
All right, go Flyers.
But let's go Sixers, go Birds, and we'll see y'all next week. We're going to talk about some trades.
All right.
All right.